All right, man. Who we got the pleasure of talking to today, man?
Man, it's your boy Gregory Bryant, man. Better known as Decatur Slim.
Decatur Slim. Hey, man, last time I seen you at that picture mount right there, man, I don't know how you used to do it, but when you used to get done, bro, you down there used to be punching the hind catcher in this motherfucking glove. Poof.
Yeah, man. You know, one of the best things come up out of Midway, man.
Nah, for real, in real life, in real motherfucking life, man. All right, man, so we got one of our other homies pulling up, man. A-Town, he gonna pull up, but bro, let's go back to where we at. We at Midway Park right now. So what is one of your fondest memories of being and playing at the park? Not just playing at the park, because you had a real name. They just see your ass goddamn walking through them motherfuckers. So on some real all-star type action, bro.
Yeah, fact, man. You know, we did it all, man. Mom, dad kept me and both of my brother, man, the basketball, baseball, and football up here, man. But most of my experience, man, my best experience came on that baseball field, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, basically playing any and every position, you know, but.
Yeah, you fought with that thing, though, boy. Them folks, I was like, this nigga here look like a major league baseball player, but this nigga so big and not just big and goofy with it, like big and orchestrated with this shit. So I gotta ask you this, cause all of us kind of took a similar route, bro. Fight with the football, basketball, baseball, and then end up in the nonsense. So let me ask you this: when was the first time that you was introduced to the street life?
Well, the street life came when I was probably about like 15 to 16, you know what I'm saying? Really not even have to run the street, just, you know, wanted to live that lifestyle, which really wasn't even happening. You don't realize that until you've been through what you've been through. You know what I'm saying?
What year was this, bro?
It was like, what you say, like, what, 90, in the mid-90s, about 93, 94.
So let me ask you this, cause there were a lot of people be asking me, bro, if you playing all these sports, how you manage to still stick a foot off how you manage to jump off the porch?
Hey, man, they just want to live a lifestyle that, you know what I'm saying, you really weren't raised up on. You know, just seeing stuff that you want to, you know what I'm saying, experience and whatnot. Just like being in the street. When you're young, you really don't know what the street really capable of.
Yeah.
You know, you just looking at the fun thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But.
All right, what elementary school did you go to?
Midway Elementary.
Are you showing up Midway? What junior high or middle school?
Well, you know, Midway went to the 7th grade, and then you left them there, went to Avondale, either Towers, was a straight high school.
You old, I forget you old as fuck.
Yeah,
too,
you know, we didn't have that middle school back then.
That nigga said Avondale. For people that don't know, I can't even say Avondale Mall, but I'm gonna say, so well, Walmart is on Memorial Drive, bro. That used to be Avondale Mall. That was one of the first malls that I ever went to in my life. Behind Avondale Mall is Avondale High School, man. Stomping ground for some of the finest specimens that come through Decatur, man. All right, so what grade was you in when you was first handcuffed?
What grade was I in when I first handcuffed? I'd probably say it had to be about like the 10th or the 11th.
10th or 11th grade.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I can't even recall.
Yeah.
I can't, because, you know, we used to do so much stupidness like back then, stealing cars, probably for a hot box. Ain't no telling.
Now, did you ever play ball at school?
Yeah, I played baseball for Avondale and like 1 year basketball.
And how did that, I mean, what was that looking like?
Well, by me being in the street like I was, by the time I made the high school, I was so far in the street that sports really didn't even matter. I was just playing it just to pass time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did some of the people, cause bro, you had a lot of people that had love for you. Any of your old coaches come try to talk to you or try to get you on track?
Yeah, they did. You know, I remember one coach, he used to watch me and my partner that's on the way up here, Twan.
Yeah.
He used to watch us, you know, act the clown, getting in trouble or whatnot. And you know what I'm saying? He used to see us off in the gym. So that's basically how I started playing basketball with Avondale.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a few coaches, you know what I'm saying, try to talk to me, but you know, just being hard-headed, ignorant in the street, you know what I'm saying, you know, people don't want to listen to that at that time, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, when you look at it, you know, they were telling us the right thing, the right path to go down, but you know, just being young and dumb, that wasn't what it was.
All right. Before we move any further, I'm gonna say rest in peace to Coach Cooper. I'm gonna say much respect to Coach Lane. I'm gonna say let me see. Damn, we had a coach named Ball. What was his last name when we played for the Reds? I was playing for the senior league Reds. His name was Ball. We had a girl on our team. Her name was Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a nice little squad. That one, Kiwi Coda was out here.
Yeah, I remember, bro.
I just talked to Cud the other day.
Yeah.
All right, so when do you catch a real charge?
When I caught my real charge, it was 2002. I had, just got back from Arkansas or whatnot, and
what was you doing in Arkansas?
I had moved up there to change my life, better life. You know what I'm saying?
So you ain't had no charge. You ain't catch no charge to 2002.
Yeah, I ain't really catch no hellacious charge till 2002. I've been to boot camp and all that before that.
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
I said, there was theft charges, car theft charges and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But my real charge, where I did my little 20-year bid, was in 2002.
And he said a little 20-year bid.
Yeah.
All right. So what was the charge?
It was drop down from murder to involuntary manslaughter.
Can you walk us through what day did you get locked up on?
What day that was? I think that was mid-April, 2002.
Mid-April.
Yeah.
All right. So can you walk us through that day?
And
if you can't, we cool.
I'd rather not talk about all that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, so you get locked up. What county are you in when you get locked up?
DeKalb.
All right, DeKalb County in 2000. What is DeKalb County looking like when you got discharged on your back?
Say it again now.
What does when you walk in DeKalb? Cause this ain't your first time at DeKalb County, but this your first time there with a real charge.
Real charge, yeah.
Yeah. What's your mindset at this time when you walk into the?
Well, I knew it basically was about over with. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was facing at least 20. You know what I'm saying? It could have been even a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
But me being still young, going, basically getting locked up, still playing games until I actually hit down the road to see, that this here is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing the things that go on in prison, you know what I'm saying? It's not what a human want to go through.
In real life.
You know what I'm saying? Whether if you gang affiliated, you know what I'm saying, you walking the right path or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That ain't what, you know what I'm saying, somebody want to really go through.
How old was you when you got locked up for this charge?
The first charge?
This one right here.
This one right here?
Yeah.
I was 24, turning 25.
All right, so you had a little age on. Did you have any children at the time?
Yeah, I did. 2 daughters.
Okay. What were the ages when you went inside?
7 and 4.
All right, and so how did change and how did this time affect your relationship with them?
It affected real, you know what I'm saying, like, it was heartbreaking, you know what I'm saying, but by the parents that I was blessed with, you know what I'm saying, they was brought up, you know what I'm saying, with a better lifestyle than me being out here in the streets, you know what I'm saying. But just to say that, you know what I'm saying, as I go in with 2 daughters, I come out with 4 grandkids that I love to death. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know what I'm saying, a family is a big part of a person's life, and while I was doing that time, you know what I'm saying, I was able to, keep in contact with the loved ones through my mom and dad, and I'm very blessed to have to this day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
if you need to get it, we can pause it.
Yeah.
All right.